Welcome to the Drishti IAS in News program. Today in this segment, we are going to discuss about an IPCC report, and the topic is Climate Code Red. This topic is important from the perspective of prelims as well as GS mains paper. So let's begin with the topic of discussion. First of all, we will know why this is in news, then about IPCC, then highlights of the report. Then we will know this in the context of India. Then we will talk about the challenges, way forward. And lastly, there will be a question for your mains exam practice. So let's begin with the news. Recently, the IPCC has released a report about what is happening to the Earth climate and what we can expect in future. The report predicts more intense and frequent heat waves, increased incidence of extreme rainfall, dangerous rise in sea levels, prolonged droughts, and melting glaciers. Before talking about all the points further, let us know about IPCC in brief. Its full name is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and it is the United Nations international body for assessing the science related to climate change, and was set up in the 1988 by the World Meteorological Organization or WMO and United Nations Environment Programme or UNEP. The aim of the body is to provide policymakers with regular assessments of the scientific basis of climate change, its impacts and future risks, and options for adaptation and mitigation. Now take a look at what the IPCC's new report says and what this means for the planet. This is the first part of its sixth assessment report titled Climate Change 2021, the Physical Science Basis. Its latest evaluation of the state of Earth's climate and the impact on the planet and life forms. The report is prepared by the scientists of Working Group 1. It says that the rise in global temperatures is a direct result of human activities. The effect of human activities has warmed the climate at a rate unprecedented. In a grim reminder of the threat posed by climate change, the report raises a crucial red flag that global temperature have already risen by about 1.1 degrees Celsius from pre-industrial times and warns that the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold was likely to be breached in the next 20 years. One of the headline statements of the latest report is that the 2 degrees Celsius warming is likely to get exceeded by the end of this century unless immediate and deep reductions in greenhouse gas emissions are initiated immediately. The IPCC has informed that a global net zero by 2050 is the minimum requirement to keep the temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Net zero emissions refers to achieving an overall balance between greenhouse gas emissions produced and greenhouse gas emissions taken out of the atmosphere. If you want to know more about the net zero target, you can watch the related video. Click on the I button. This is important because the worst impacts of climate change are projected to get manifested in extreme events like heat waves, rainfall, dangerous rise in sea levels, prolonged droughts, melting glaciers, cyclones, and others, and the frequency of such events is expected to rise sharply. In a way, extreme events would no longer also remain rare. This summer, there have been heat waves in the US and Canada, devastating floods in Germany and China, and raging wildfires in Siberia, Turkey, and Greece. Climate change is exacerbating water scarcity also and contaminating water supplies. Such impacts can drastically affect the quantity and quality of water that humans need to survive. The report says that the increases in temperature, rainfall, or other factors like glacier melting are mainly averages. But according to the scientists, averages often mask the extremes, and we must be most worried about the extremes. Let's know about this in the context of India. Global warming or climate change will result in a rise in extreme weather events in India also. On India, the report says that heat waves and humid heat stress will be more intense and frequent in the 21st century. Changes in monsoon precipitation are also expected, and climate change can be closely linked with the economic growth and development of a nation. Besides, in Himalayas, there will be more frequent events similar to the Uttarakhand incident earlier this year. Now let's talk about the challenges. India is the third largest emitter after China and the United States in the world and is one of the most climate vulnerable countries. India does not have any net zero target like other major economy. Thus, this will increase the pressure on India to adopt such targets. Besides, the worst effects will impact lives, livelihoods, and natural habitats. So what could be the way forward? There is a need to immediate reductions in greenhouse gas emissions, and global emissions must turn net zero by 2050. There should be some awareness programs or training provided to the people about disaster management by the government. About 110 countries have updated their nationally determined contributions or NDCs, but not China or India. So India will have to update its NDCs. This is the first time that the IPCC has said that the 1.5 degrees warming was inevitable, and without India, this would not be possible. India needs a suitable policy and innovation-driven context to deploy clean energy technologies on a massive scale. India has to adopt long-term strategies as well with a pathway to net zero by the middle of the century and taking action now to end coal power, accelerate the rollout of electric vehicles, tackle deforestation and reduce methane emissions. Now it's time for the question. The need of the hour is to adopt net zero targets to reduce global warming. Evaluate this statement on the basis of the latest IPCC report released recently. So that's it for the day. We shall meet again with another segment. Till then, Jai Hind.